Mountains start today.
Absolutely. The real part of the tour is starting today, no doubt about it. Normally, I think maybe today might have been a little bit calmer day, but with problems with Vino and Cloden having sore knees and sore backs and sore butts and all that kind of stuff, I gotta believe some of the directors that are really going for GC here are saying that they really want to put it down today and don't give those guys a chance to recover and come better, because we're racing today hard, we're racing tomorrow hard, but then there's a rest day. And after crashes like those guys have had, if you give them a rest day and they come back 100%, all chances of winning the tour might be over. So I gotta believe some of the directors are saying now's the time to take the tour in your hands versus the traditional way of maybe waiting for a little bit later like you would see in earlier tours before this year. And I think Vino was robbed on how they were holding the cars back from the field when he crashed, because I really believe the caravan should always be there unless a rider's just actually, has been dropped versus a crash or flat. And I know they pulled the cars back. You look at the stage we won with Robbie, they didn't pull the cars back for Robbie. Robbie was able to get back on, come back up with 4K and won the stage. And for Vino, I think he should have been granted the same thing, but that's what happens in bike racing is with the officials, they change the rules a little bit. Sometimes you're allowed to grab of the water bottle and get a little fling and come back up to the peloton. Sometimes you're not. So sometimes you do it, you get a fine. Sometimes you do it, you get a time penalty, and you just really never know exactly what's going to happen. So when you're crashing with 25K to go, you got to assume you're going to be in trouble and they're going to hold the cars back from the field. 2 days ago, I was the race started off, we went really fast at the beginning. Right after that, the breakaway went away and then it slowed down. And Machine, the Sonia Duval director, had a pizza in his car sitting right next to him, and I go flying by his car after a pee stop, and I hear him yell out in Spanish, "Hey Chris, do you want a pizza?" And I was like, oh, maybe I misheard that or something like that, but I hit the brakes as hard as I could anyways, came back to him, and he's got a large pizza sitting on the side of it, right next to him, passenger seat, hands me over a slice of pizza, and yeah, I ate that and continued on racing.
Yeah, the last few nights, Christian Vandervelde's been the bed closest to the toilet. Mm-hmm. But last night we switched, and he woke up to go to the bathroom and he got disoriented. And I woke up having Christian crawling into bed with me. I think it freaked him out more than me. He screamed as soon as he touched me, and I was like fighting him off, and then we realized when we woke up this morning what had happened, and we were pretty freaked out about that.
Today is going to be Benjamin's going to try to help Levi and Alberto out. Martinez and Paulino going to try to go in the early breaks, and then me and Gusev are, they're saving us for the end, as well as Papo, to try to be in the first group and try to challenge for the victory.
For me, the all mountains I think is the more easy, it's possible one rider in the overall ranking is possible explosion, but I think today is the race is a little tactic. It's possible attack, but the last kilometer for the winner the race.
On the last 300 meters I was fighting so much, and I was totally over my point, and I just realized that on the last meters it was unbelievable. The last K on the climb, it was like years. It was so long, and I was fighting so hard, and I was always watching on my SAM because you see the watts, and it was going down and down, and I was fighting, and it was impressive, and the crowd and everything. It was a wonderful moment.
No, I mean, I don't think you could have ever planned on this. We just wanted to get our young guys into tour, give them a chance for success, and see what could happen. And we could have never anticipated this. So for us, it's just a great gift, and we want to make the most of it. I mean, I think any sporting program has to be based on authentic athletic success. So victories like this are super important.
Well, I went as planned. There was about as many riders over the last climb as I thought. I was thinking maybe a few less, but it was a hot day, and it was important to drink a lot and eat a lot. And first day of the mountains, and I'm sure there was a selection made. I didn't really look around too much. I was just focused on staying in the front. I was never in trouble, but I can't say I was comfortable. And, I was always in the first 6 to 8 riders, so I think that was a good sign. I think Rasmussen looks good, obviously.
Finally, the breakaway got away, and we were able to take it easy. The breakaway got a big lead, and at that point, Cadell didn't really want to let anybody kind of sneak away and get lucky GC ride, so we decided to put some guys up there and help with CSC. So the pace was fast all day. I wouldn't say it was comfortable to sit in the field, so my job was just to keep Cadell out of the wind. He likes to ride at the front, so I just did that and dropped him off the bottom of the last climb and rode in easy.